Are we live? Live. Right. Guys, come on. You know how it is. I can't do anything in this house unless the wife gives me the okay. The kids give me the okay. The dogs give me the okay. Oh, what is going on? Hi, Elaine. How are you? Thanks to all your comments you send me. Please, guys, please understand anything you sent me. I read it, watch it. You know what it's like. I have no time to do any of it, so I just do my best. But I do appreciate it. Okay, so we are. Elaine mentioned it. What's the dog barking for? Let me just get the dog in. Where are you? Come on in. Get up, sitting there barking again. Watch. Oh, the dog. So because Princess is basically got dementia, she just barks all the time. Barks for no reason. Not really, no. But I have been messing around today with my wife's car. I've took it to the garage. They're going to fix it. I've got to pick it up later. I've done a bit of weightlifting. I haven't done a run yet. I want to do a run, but I don't think that's going to happen. So the topic is prisoner Priscilla. Why does Priscilla give the impression that she had no life? That she felt suffocated in Graceland, that she didn't find herself, she didn't discover herself until she got away from Elvis. Now, obviously, we have this post from that Facebook page, Deacon, is that his name? A lot of us have commented on there. Deacon on his Facebook page, his Elvis Facebook page, gives the impression that Priscilla had no life until she got out from under Elvis, even though we've already proved that the pictures he was using, the before pictures when she had a dark hair, dark makeup, and then when she had the softer, more natural look of the 70s, we've already proved that when that picture was taken, she was still with Elvis. So this is what's happening here, guys. We have Facebook sites. We had Facebook sites, Elvis Facebook sites, that are giving the impression to Elvis fans that Priscilla had no freedom, was a prisoner, a caged animal in Graceland, which is so ridiculous. Could you imagine, guys, being Priscilla, living in Germany, Priscilla Bolu, whatever, however you want to say the word, Bulow, whatever. Could you imagine living in Germany in 1959? Was it Wise? What was the name of her town? It wasn't Bad Newheim. It was another town, Wise something, Wise Biden or whatever. Eleni, check PB. She has commented on your post. Who's PB? Who's PB? Elaine, who is PB? Right. So you've got Priscilla living in Germany during, you know, her parents are stationed there. Priscilla Bueller commented on my post. No way. Which post is that? Let me check. Let me get my phone. Let's get my phone. She asked me to post for her. Ah, you're confusing me. Are you just having a look? Oh, right, okay. Well, she's obviously in love with me. Yeah, she loves me, of course. I'm a man. Priscilla loves all men. Priscilla loves all men, including me. Right. So she's in Germany. It's 1959. Elvis becomes friends with her. Yeah, but Elaine, which post? Come on, let's have a look. Remember, Elaine, I get loads of posts. Which channel? Are we on Facebook or YouTube, Elaine? Rio, remember I'm live. Let's have a look. The prisoner post. Right, okay, yeah, we're doing that now. So let me just quickly say that, so Priscilla Bueller, she's in Germany. 9:59, she meets Elvis briefly. He goes back to America. So then eventually, whatever the reasons, she eventually manages to go and live in Graceland. Two years later. So how can someone say who was living in a tiny house in Germany with not much money, quite just a normal normal income family, she gets uprooted and moves to Graceland with Elvis? I know she was with Dee and Vernon at first. Now, how can anybody tell me that that was a prison? So she moves, you think about it, she's nearly 18, she moves to Graceland. Very quickly, she's bought a car. She can have friends and family visit. Yeah, Nestle has done a very good post. You know, Nestle on Facebook. We'll see if we can find it. That shows that there's a chance that the circumstances around her moving to America, Graceland, when she was nearly 18, are very different than what we've been told. Have any of you seen that post from Nestle? I'll look it up. So this is my point, guys. She moves from Germany in a humble home that her parents lived in to Graceland, and she calls it a prison. It's a joke. Why does anyone believe it? Why does anyone think for a second, seriously, why does anyone think for a second that Priscilla, yeah, would feel imprisoned in Graceland, where she has total freedom? She can do different lessons, dancing lessons, all karate lessons, finishing school. And didn't she also have modeling things and acting things? Didn't she do a lot of stuff whilst living at Graceland? So, but no, it's a prison. Even her brother could visit, her sister. Her brother could visit, her sister could visit. Her brother was bought a car. Come on, guys. Anyone that thinks Priscilla was a prisoner in Graceland is cuckoo. Is cuckoo. Dad, I'm not using the bike. All right, mate, I'll put it away. So my boys are here, Rio and Gio. Let's have a look. So right, let's go to the Defending Elvis page. Let's find the post. Of course, I can never find these posts. If I can't find it, it doesn't matter, because I will... What's this as well? Yes, there is another... Yeah, Nestle. So Nestle, just in case you don't know, guys, I want to just promote him quickly. Nestle, I'll click on his link. His Facebook stuff is excellent. I highly recommend Nestle. I highly recommend Nestle. And he has loads of very good posts. One of them shows that the way Priscilla was invited to live at Graceland is very different than the story we are told in the book Elvis and Me. The story in here of how she was eventually asked to go and move in to Graceland is different than the truth. Different than the truth. There's a different version. So I highly recommend anyone likes and follows Nestle. He's brilliant. And he's been very good to me as well. So I want to get this post up. Let's just get it. Where are we? Let's get it up. Let's get it up, guys. Defending, is that the one? No, not that one. So the Facebook one, the one where we are standing up to, is it Deacon? I can't remember his name now. Don't forget, I call Facebook pages that are promoting Priscilla, praising Priscilla, fake Elvis fans. I will always do that. No one likes it when I do it. But if you're promoting and praising Priscilla and telling lies about Elvis, like she was a prisoner at Graceland, I will call you a fake Elvis Facebook page. So sorry guys, so here we are. Okay, let's go on it. So how do we click on it? So this picture came up on, I want to get your comments up, guys, so I can read your comments. So this picture came up on, I think it was Facebook, right? Let's have a look. I'll get to the point, guys. I want to get your comments up. So, so what's that? Martha. Yes, she did. She also slept at Joe's house with her when Elvis was working away. She said they were always doing something. Yeah. So Elaine, you recognise the photo. Now, remember, this was taken in 1967. I haven't seen this photo before. Okay. Now, the reason it bothered me is because she makes out she was suffocating, a prisoner. She had no life. She couldn't find herself. Yeah. But look at that picture. There's nothing in that picture. Don't forget, she's got the beehive hairdo that we're giving the impression that she was forced to have. She's got the dark makeup that we're giving the impression that Elvis forced her to do it. We all know, we've all proved that she wanted it like that. She liked it like that for many reasons. It made her look older, taller, and other reasons. And it was fashionable in the 60s. In the 70s, there was a different style. Right, so what I want to try and do is just, before I start reading the comments, I just want to see if I can go to that Deacon's post. Let's see if we can find it. I know, we'll go straight to his page. If it comes up. No, it's not coming up. It's annoying. Right, okay. Let's have a look. I know where it is. Hang on, I know where it is. I want to quickly read his crap, basically. We're going to read, Elaine, we are going to read your comments as well. Now, let me just quickly go to... let's have a look. Let's get Deacon's thing up. Yeah, here we are. I think this is it. I've got so much stuff in it. I've had some very good Anne Margaret stuff sent to me, guys. Really good. God, there's so much stuff here. It takes me so long to... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right, let me read it, okay? Now, I'll get your comments up while we're doing it. So this is Deacon on Facebook. Yeah? It's all blurry, but he's called Deacon McGrath. He runs an Elvis Facebook page that has over 7,000 followers. A lot of the posts are quite pretty, quite nice. But then he has the 3 or 4 Priscilla posts that trash Elvis, make Elvis look bad, that tell lies about Priscilla. So this is our problem with Deacon McGrath, the Facebook Elvis page. Priscilla Presley looked absolutely stunning and radiant on her wedding day to Elvis Presley, which took place May the 1st, 1967. In a beautiful white wedding gown, she walked down the aisle with Elvis by her side, her beauty glowing as she entered the chapel. The moment was filled with love and happiness. Now, guys, that can't be right, because within weeks she was unfaithful. She may have even been seeing within weeks of the wedding. Let me let the dog in. Right, come on, in you come. In. Come on, in you go. Up. Up. Come on, up. Up. Don't stand there barking, okay? Up. Right, so that's one of them. We know within weeks of the birth of Lisa, she was unfaithful, which means she was probably seeing someone through the pregnancy. It's very likely, isn't it? It wouldn't have been a one-night stand, I wouldn't have thought. That's one of the posts. Let's go back again. There's another one. Let's have a look. Is that the one? Let's have a look. I want the one. It's always so hard to find all these things, isn't it? It's like, whew, I can't see it, but I'll tell you what, I can just say it anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah. The bottom line is, Deacon said in his own words, his writing, that Priscilla basically was forced how to do her hair, the black beehive look, the dark 60s makeup look by Elvis, and she didn't feel free that she could do have her own style until she left Elvis, when we've already proved that the hairstyle that the pictures Deacon is using, the before and after type pictures, that Priscilla, even that picture, even the after picture, she was still with Elvis. So it completely contradicts what Deacon is saying. Deacon is basically telling the fans on his Facebook channel that Priscilla had no freedom, had no life while she was living with Elvis, that Elvis completely controlled her. Yeah, which is just bullshit. Complete bullshit. Right. Yeah, Martha, he's got a big Facebook page, an Elvis Facebook page, and I just come across it. Right, so let's go to the most recent thing that I posted today. I saw the picture. It reminded me of Deacon's Facebook page that says that Priscilla was a prisoner. This picture, you can see, she's having fun. It's 1967. There's no way she's a prisoner. We know that she had the time of her life living at Graceland. Loads of freedom. She had her own car. Yeah? So she had friends and family visiting, including her brother and sister. So it's all bollocks. It's all bollocks, yeah? Elvis is being made to look bad for no reason. It's unfair. Elvis is being made to look bad just because it suits Priscilla. There's no other reason. Yeah? So let's start reading the comments, guys. Let's have a look. Priscilla Bew wanted to look like Elvis. She wanted to match her husband. If you notice, she even adopted the style of signatures. Note how she signs her autograph. Okay. Heavy makeup was popular in the 60s. Linda, my partner, always said I look great. Come on, we tell each other how we look, don't we? I sent Deacon makeup tutorials of the 60s and 70s. Elaine, I've seen it. Elaine, I do see what you post. Right, let's have a look. Karen. Let's read Karen's post. This is absolutely ridiculous. Remember, we are commenting on Priscilla making out that she's a prisoner in Gracelands, that she was a prisoner, that she was controlled, groomed. Such bullshit. This is absolutely ridiculous. If that's the case, why does she speak non-stop about Elvis and want to go back to this so-called place to be buried? She spent decades coining in and using Elvis and the Presley name. She makes me sick. She had an amazing life. She still does because of Elvis, with friends and family around and going places. She had everything she could possibly need and much more. And more, let's have a look. And many more friends that were friends at her time. Yeah, she was surrounded by people. She did loads of stuff, shopping, cinema. If that's her idea of prison, then yes, I get Karen's comment. It's a joke. So then Luisa Ferriccio, it's a nice name. She has a selective memory and hearing how the web was woven around Elvis's life. I'm going to skim through them because there's a lot of comments. So Kate says, yeah, she sure looks unhappy. It's so obvious she is not unhappy. There's a lot of evidence that Priscilla was loving the 60s. If anything, when Elvis was going away doing the movies, she was having loads of fun with men Maybe. Allegedly with men. We know that she was unfaithful in 68, around March. We know it. She's admitted it. I can't say the exact month. She was having a lot of fun. Remember, these aren't one-night stands. To have a relationship with these people, like the dance instructor, you have to get to know them. You have to get charmed and woo them. Yeah. This wasn't like, oh, right, one day I saw Steve Peck, the next day I changed my mind. No. This could have been going on through the pregnancy. It's possible, guys. Definitely at least through... So when Lisa Marie is born, 1st of February 68, 100%. The relationship with Steve Peck, the dance instructor, could have been happening then. Like, it could have been quite a regular event if before Elvis eventually found out. Yeah, you get it, guys? So when you see it from that point of view, it gets worse. Yeah, so Trina says she blatantly lies. She does. Carol says if she was such a prisoner, as she says, she still managed to get away and have affairs. Good point. So then you've got Elaine. Hi, Priscilla again. Here I'm out with Elvis. Don't you just love the prince? Elvis loved them too. He was so great with giving fashion advice. Don't tell anyone, but I lied when I said he wouldn't let me wear them and control what I wore. I just wanted him to look bad in my book and my movie, as he wouldn't take me back after I argued with Mike Stone and I wanted revenge. I'm still making him look bad today. He can't say anything as he's dead. I'm not, so everyone will believe me. People think I'm Elvis. Chuckle, chuckle. There we go. And do you know what, Elaine? I know that's funny, but it's true. It's true. If Priscilla really was going to say the truth, that would be it, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I actually quite like what you're doing, Elaine. So we know the truth. We as Elvis fans, Elvis defenders, remember, if you are not defending Elvis, I question how good a fan you are. Now, people tell me off for that. But if you are not defending Elvis and you are supporting Priscilla, praising her lies, I question you as a fan, because true loyalties should be with Elvis, not with the fact that you've been brainwashed and fallen for this fake book, this fake fairy tale. Yeah, I don't want to insult people, but guys, anybody that says Elvis doesn't need defending, I question your loyalty as a fan. I know you're going to hate me for saying it, but it's the truth. Right, let's have a look. So Elaine said, I will always remember her tweet from 2019 when she said we are all mad as she doesn't want to be buried next to Elvis. Yeah, she once said we were mad for even thinking it. Now she proudly says it. And she said it more than once now, hasn't she? She said it to Piers Morgan. Why does she want to be buried next to the man she says controlled her? She's a nutcase. That's obviously Elaine. Come on, guys. We know this. Who gets buried next to their ex? Who gets buried next to their ex? Who does that? I've been with my wife for 19 years, nearly 20. In July 25th, 20 years. So shall I go and get buried next to my ex-girlfriend, who was a witch? Sorry, ex-girlfriend. Shall I go and get buried next to my ex-girlfriend, who was unfaithful to me? Come on, guys. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Princess has gone out again, the dog. It's just crazy. Hi, Joanne. Hope you're well. Right. So I'm just buzzing through your comments a little bit. No one forced her to stay. If she was unhappy, she wanted the name and money. Linda Curtis. No one forced her to stay. It's very true. I'm scouting through your comments, guys. Spouses all have said things like that. Looks good on you. Yeah. This is Dan. Yeah, come on. We tell each other what suits each other. Man, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, we tell each other what looks good. Doesn't mean we're controlling Right, okay, so let's read some more comments. So let's read Elaine pretending to be Priscilla. Hi, it's Priscilla here. I am out with my friends, including Joe, who was Elvis's cousin Billy's wife. I have a great time going out with girls. We had so much fun. Yeah. She was no prisoner. She was no prisoner. Shall I click on the pictures? There we go. Look. The Priscilla Presley who says she didn't like patterns. What do you reckon, guys? Let's have a look. Oh, that's just typical. I've just lost the post. So we're getting the picture though, aren't we, guys? Yeah? Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find some more. So if that was a prison, please sign me up. Locked in with Elvis. Living in luxury sounds marvellous to me. Locked in, what a load of rubbish. That's Connie. Now I'm wondering now if we're going to get anyone defending Priscilla here. Think she is losing her marbles. Depends which day and how she wakes up and how she felt about Elvis. Look, I've always said this. Priscilla's very clever. She doesn't say the bad stuff. She waits for the interviewer to ask the questions and then she nods. Sometimes she doesn't even answer. I've said this before, guys. The interviewer will say, oh, you moved into Greystones when you were 15, did you? And she'd be like, yes, but it was different times then. Oh, you met Elvis when you were 14. Yeah, but things were different then. She doesn't say, oh, actually, when we were 14, we were just friends. She doesn't say that she didn't move into Greystones till she was nearly 18. You get it? Oh, you were just 14 and you married Elvis Presley. She doesn't say, oh, I was nearly 22 when I married him. She just goes along with it. She's very clever. She manipulates the wording that comes from these interviewers that are in every country. These interviewers are around the world, guys, not just America, England, Australia, Canada, many countries. They ask these questions. She twists it. Oh, did Elvis control your hair and your makeup? Oh, it was different back then. You get it? She doesn't say no. She doesn't say, oh, actually, I did my own hair and makeup. She goes along with it. That is Priscilla's cleverest way of lying, is by letting the interviewer say the question. She knows they all ask the same questions. They all say the same stuff. Oh, Elvis was so unfaithful to you. No mention of her being unfaithful. Oh, Elvis was so unfaithful to you. That must have been tough. Yeah, I know it was, yeah. And she giggles. When the interviewer says to Priscilla, oh, so Elvis was unfaithful to you. That must have been difficult. She doesn't give a proper answer. She laughs. She laughs. Oh, yes, but that was Elvis. No mention of her wrongdoing, her unfaithfulness. She's very clever. I think even Navarro made a joke of how Priscilla toys with the interviewers, toys with these people. They play into her hands. Get it? They play into her hands. So, would love to see one interview. Hi, Liam. Not Elvis Lace, but this good time. Liam, get rid of the motorbike. I used to have a motorbike. Death traps. Sorry, mate. I'm glad you're okay. Liam, I'm glad you're okay, my friend. They're death traps, man. But we're all happy you're okay. Right, let's lead. Okay. So Trina, evidence doesn't lie. She blatantly does. Yeah, come on, guys. We've proved it again and again that Priscilla is a liar, even about losing her virginity to Elvis on the night of the wedding. We know from Lisa's book, From Here to the Great Unknown, that they were sleeping together after age 18. So this massive lie that she was sleeping with Elvis and she lost her virginity on the night of the wedding, and that's when she, you know, this fake fairy tale that makes everything sound perfect, that they both waited until the night of the wedding to have sex for the first time, and then 9 months later to the day Lisa Marie was born. It's bullshit. It's more Priscilla telling her fake version of events to fit the fake fairy tale. Anyone watching this now, guys? Priscilla didn't lose her virginity to Elvis on the night of the wedding and then 9 months to the day the baby was born. It's bollocks. Bullshit. It's part of the con. The world is being scammed. We're being scammed, guys. And the sad thing is, many of us in the 70s, 80s, 90s fell for it. Many people fell for the bullshit, the lies from Priscilla that were being told in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's very sad, guys. So when you hear that Priscilla wants to be buried next to the love of her life, Elvis, it's bollocks. When she tries to give the impression, Priscilla, that Priscilla was Elvis's love of his life as well, more bollocks. When Priscilla tries to give the impression that she is Elvis's widow, it's a lie. When Priscilla tries to act as if Elvis and Priscilla were still married when he died, it's a lie. When Priscilla tries to act like she was never unfaithful, it's a lie. She was unfaithful more than once. Priscilla tries to pretend there wasn't a second divorce settlement. She tries to act like there was never a divorce. Seriously, guys, Priscilla acts like there was never a divorce. It's bollocks. We know Priscilla's true colours. She showed them on the second divorce. She showed them when Lisa Marie died, and she contested Lisa Marie's wishes to give her inheritance to her children. And Priscilla jumps in and contests it, more or less suing her own granddaughter, taking money out of the pocket of her grandkids, Riley, Finley, and Hart. These are the true colours. Yeah? This is the reality. When we talk about the unfaithfulness with Mike Stone, with Steve Peck, the dance instructor at the karate, this is the truth. You get it, guys? When she lies about saving Graceland, opening the Living Museum, it's a lie. She didn't save it. It wasn't her idea to do the museum. Lie after lie after lie after lie. And millions are believing it and falling for it. And this is why it is a scam. This is one of the most successful scams in history. Right. Yeah, thank you, Joanne. Right, let's keep going. So Rose Finney calls her an evil woman. Do you know what? It's a funny one, isn't it, guys? Because we, Team Elvis, Elvis fans that defend Elvis, I repeat, Elvis fans that defend Elvis. There needs to be more of you. Yeah? Now, how can I say it? The problem we've got is the reason Priscilla is allowed to get away with what she's been getting away with this for 40 years. 40 years of ripping off the world, conning the world, lying to the world, misleading the world, spoon-feeding lies to the world. It's, believe it or not, it's the Priscilla fans that are helping her narrative, helping her with her fake fairy tale. Even Elvis fans, the ones that say Elvis doesn't need defending, you're helping Priscilla. You're helping Priscilla. I don't like to upset Elvis fans, but if you're not defending Elvis, if you're not exposing Priscilla's wrongdoing, you're helping Priscilla. You're doing damage to Elvis's image and reputation. In the long term, his legacy. Get it, guys? So Nicola, she said she had to leave or she would have had no life. Then Jerry agreed with her too on that Priscilla knew that she was getting it into the fire, into it. Now, Nicola, I've watched Jerry's interviews. You're right. I've seen Jerry Schilling admit, in an interview say Priscilla felt stifled because Elvis was being unfaithful, doing his thing. And I've seen Jerry say that he feels that that them separating was the right thing to do. This worries me. This worries me because Jerry needs to, I personally think that Jerry Schilling should be exposing Priscilla's wrongdoing. But he won't do it because he's very close with Priscilla. Of course, we know he was very close to Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie seemed to trust Jerry, which worries me a little bit. Now, I'm not against Jerry Schilling. I like him. I do think he's made some mistakes. I do think that he supports Priscilla way too much. Way too much for whatever reason. Whether it be financially, to support his book, or who knows why. But it worries me. Jerry Schilling's friendship, you know, we've got his book. We mentioned it earlier on the live stream. We did a live stream today on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto, our Keto Elvis channel. We discussed Jerry Schilling and Joe Esposito. So, yeah, so Rain Baker, she looks happy, yeah. She looks happy. And then Catherine, she looks happy. So, is this, hi, it's Priscilla again. I'm driving the car that Elvis bought me. It was so great as I could visit my lovers for sex whilst Elvis was away working to provide for myself and our daughters. Elaine's hit the nail on the head. Elaine, you're hitting the nail on the head. That is the reality of it. Now, Elaine makes a joke of it. Yeah, we love Elaine, don't we? She's so funny. But it's serious. Even though it's chuckle, the point she makes is deadly serious. That particular comment, I'm driving around in my car, so-called prisoner, whilst Elvis is out making the movies, doing the concerts, so I can have money, live like royalty. So it's a serious point that Elaine is making. Let me just check some of your comments, guys. Deborah, I have never supported Priscilla, and I never will. Hi, Deborah. Hope everything is good. I hope you're safe. Deborah, I hope you're good. So in case anyone's worried about Joe at Rare Elvis Photos, because he's right in the middle of it, he's fine. I messaged him. He's fine. We love Joe. Deborah, well, I wonder where Jerry's loyalty would be. Yeah, Jerry has given interviews that are way too supportive of Priscilla. He has, guys. We're not getting away from that. He has. Money talks, unfortunately. Now, don't get me wrong. I know Jerry's got a very good side to him as well. I know Jerry loves Elvis. We know Elvis bought Jerry a house. But we do worry. I don't know how anyone could read Lisa's book and still support her. Yeah, you're right. Even this guy on Facebook, Deacon, or whatever his name is. Surely, Deacon, if you ever watch my live streams with Team Elvis, surely you've read the book From Here to the Great Unknown. Surely the fact that poor Lisa Marie was allegedly molested by Michael Edwards. Now, remember, we say it's alleged because we have to, but he admits it in this book. He admits it in his book that he basically molested Lisa Marie when she was a child. So, come on. Surely you don't think that's a lie? Because that's the other scam, isn't it? That Priscilla tries to give the impression that the book From Here to the Great Unknown, there's lies in there and that Lisa told many lies. She tries to lose credibility of that book. She tries to trash it. She did it a little bit at the Graceland book signing, Riley Q's Graceland book signing. She tries to diminish Lisa Marie's credibility, hinting that she lies or changes her mind. Yeah? Did Jerry ever know about the essay? Surely Lisa would have mentioned it to him at some point if they were very close. She was in Memphis. Well, do you know what? Elaine, he must have known. And I'll tell you why. Because she says it on the Howard Stern show. It was in this book. This book's 1997, I think. So he knew. He knew. At least we can prove, because of this book, we can prove that at least from 1997... No, actually, no, I'm getting it wrong. I'm getting it wrong. This book is 87. This is 87. We know that this book, which was only written a few years after Priscilla and Michael Edwards split up, that Jerry must have known. Do we agree with that, Elaine? Jerry must have known because it's in this book. So he must have known. And then we see the Howard Stern interview a bit later. Yeah? So yeah, he must have. Let's have a look. To put it simple, Priscilla was talented at telling people what they wanted to hear. She could manipulate so many by her toxic lies, and she knew it. Unfortunately, some of us are more wise. Yeah, now Liam, I take it a step further. She manipulated people, but they would do the talking. They would do the talking. She would nod, shake her head, say one or two words. They would do the talking because they would read books like this. Yeah, they would read books like Elvis, What Happened? Yeah, Red West, Sunny West, Dave Hebler, Trash Book, Betrayal Book of the Memphis Mafia. They would read things like that. So then they're already loaded with questions. So when they get the opportunity to interview Priscilla, she knows what questions are coming. So she lets the words of the interviewer do the damage. She just nods her head, or she doesn't give the correct answers. Or when the thing that is said by the interviewer is wrong, she doesn't disagree. She goes along with it. Let's move on to the next question. Damage is done. You get it? It's a loaded gun, isn't it? The interviewer could be anywhere, couldn't it? America. Shoots his loaded question. Priscilla doesn't even have to answer it because the question has been asked. All Priscilla has to do is go, was Elvis 14 when you were with him? Yes, things were different then. I loved him. Oh, that really upset my parents, but they had no choice because I was in love. You get it? She doesn't really say that Elvis had nothing to do with her as a partner, as a boyfriend, until she was nearly 18. You get it, guys? You see the con? It's a massive con. Many are falling for it. Let's have a look. All right, hi Andrew. We haven't seen you on for a while. How are you, Andrew? Right. Let's have a look. Let's read a few more comments. Yeah. So yeah, Karen Deacon off Facebook, the fake Elvis page, Facebook page. Because I'm going to call you fake Elvis fans. If you are not defending Elvis and you are not disagreeing with Priscilla's lies, you're a fake Elvis fan. I know that bugs people, but tough. Deacon has just taken the words right out of Priscilla's mouth. Yeah. Deacon is spreading the lies. He is spreading the lies. Who's there defending Elvis? No one's defending Elvis. Elvis can't jump up and go, that never happened. Can't happen, can it? He's dead. God rest his soul. Lisa's dead. God rest her soul. They can't defend themselves anymore. Either we defend Elvis fans that want to defend, or Team Elvis, or people like Joe at Rare Elvis Photos, or people like Rhonda at Presley Mania. We've got our researcher, Amy Collett, defending Elvis and Lisa and the bloodline every day. You get it, guys? If we don't disagree with all the bullshit and the fake news, the trash, the lies, the fake fairy tale, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Many people don't bother now. Some people are like, this is what I notice about some Elvis YouTube channels. They just want to do loads of song reactions, play all the pretty stuff, play the movies. Yeah? Where's the defending? Where's the defending? This is the problem. Okay, we're gonna do the nice stuff. We'll play the trailers of the movies and the nice, beautiful songs. We'll show Elvis looking fantastic. We can do that all day long, can't we, guys? We love it. We love Elvis singing, his movies, his personality, his interviews. We all love it. But where's the defending? these Elvis channels, YouTube channels. Where's the defending? We have to expose Priscilla's lies. We have to expose some of the wrongdoing. We have to also include in our channels defending. We're not just going to play song reactions all day. You get it, guys? Yeah? Right. Anyway, let's keep going. If that was anyone else's, they would have been cancelled. Mike Edwards admitted he was aroused by her. Yeah, Linda, I've read it. I've read it in the book. Is it chapter 29? I'll just very quickly read one word. Linda. When we got into deeper water and her feet couldn't touch the bottom, she wrapped her legs around me and we continued playfully bouncing up and down. I became aroused. A sick feeling crept slowly into the pit of my stomach. I was craving Lisa sexually. Michael Edwards' own words. He now denies it and now says it was done for entertainment purposes. Michael Edwards admits his disgusting behavior. She was what, 11, 12? Now we have to say it's alleged. We have to. Otherwise we'll get told off. It's for entertainment purposes. We believe it. We believe it. Priscilla Bulow must have dirt on Jerry for him to stay close to her. And well, Elaine, he's just always been in love with her. Innit? Isn't that possible? And obviously financially, it's in his interest. I know Jerry's got his own money now, hasn't he? But something ain't right. Yeah? Something ain't right about the closeness. 40, 50 years of closeness of Jerry and Priscilla, even whilst Elvis was alive. Elvis caught them chatting in the kitchen, didn't he? So I'm not anti Jerry Schilling. I'm just trying to say there's more to it. There's more to it. Jerry Schilling's book, I have heard, is actually very good. I've heard Jerry Schilling's book is very good. Lisa liked Jerry's book. So I'm not here to trash Jerry. I'm here to say there's more to it. Yeah? I'm sorry, folks. Jerry Schilling was Priscilla's lapdog. His ongoing associates with her opened up some doors for him in the music industry. Yeah, the Beach Boys, and many others. I understand that, Andrew. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Jerry's too much on the fence for me, sucking around Priscilla, agreeing with every word, and like people to have their own views. Yeah. I would like to see Jerry say, do you know what? Priscilla was naughty as well. Priscilla treated him bad with the divorce settlements. Priscilla was greedy. Priscilla has lied. That's what I would like Jerry to do. But he never will. He never will. And I think Lisa Marie wised up to it. Really do. I'm sure certain questions are banned by the publicist. Yeah, you mean within the interviews? Yeah. I think you're right. Priscilla Bulow uses tactical manipulation with interviewers. She lets them lead. Yeah. That's basically what I'm trying to say, Elaine. I've completely sussed it. I watch Priscilla's interviews going back decades, even to current day, and she's very manipulative. She's very clever, very smart, very smart. She knows exactly how to toy with these interviews, tie them round her little finger, exactly what she did with Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan, a hard-hitting interviewer, treated Priscilla as if he was about to have sex with her. I actually thought Piers Morgan was going to get naked. That is how bad it was. You think I'm joking, guys? You go and watch that Piers Morgan interview with Priscilla and you're going to think this is a porno. Oh, sorry, guys. I had to say that. We're going to review that interview. We're going to review it because it's such a joke. We've reviewed it a few times already. all she does to do is chuckle to throw the interviewer off the question. Sometimes, yeah, depends what the question is. Sometimes people just don't want to see if it's going to be something they don't know how to deal with, Jerry. She did that about Lisa's book. Yeah, Pamela, you're right. She laughs it off. Even like we saw that stupid interview where the guy, where she says, "Oh, I love Lisa to death. I love her to death," and Navarone's there like, "Oh." It's a joke, guys. A joke. She dismisses Lisa's book and words like they're nothing, like they're lies, or like she was too silly, too naughty. It's a joke. Yeah, Pamela, you're right. A lot of the Facebook pages are repeating crap stories. Now, Pamela, that Deacon Facebook page on Facebook, of course, he never replied to me. He deleted my comment. I actually messaged him direct on Facebook, on Messenger, and he deleted it. So he's got no intention of defending his behavior. Yeah, his comments, his Facebook page, his fake Elvis Facebook page. So Karen, Pamela, Priscilla was belittling her by that response, making Lisa book seem like it was nothing. Yeah, she's disgusting. Yeah. That's okay. Jerry should have said something after Lisa's book came out and given support to Riley. She could have done with some support. A great comment, Kate. Jerry has never mentioned the book. Has Jerry ever mentioned the book? Ever? I don't think he ever has. He doesn't want to upset Priscilla. Jerry knows damn well that Priscilla doesn't want him to talk about that book ever. This is my opinion, guys. A lot of these channels think that Priscilla Bueller is watching, so will not say anything that defends Elvis as it goes against their fake narrative bunch of... Yeah. And we've had... And do you know what, Elaine? Isn't that a big part of the problem we have? Isn't a big part of the reason that we here at Defending Elvis have been treated so badly by so many different people? Because of exactly what you have just said, Elaine. Let me read your comment again. A lot of these channels think that Priscilla Bueller is watching, so they will not say anything that defends Elvis because it goes against their fake narrative. Elaine, you've just summarized the reason we get bullied. Our channel, Defending Elvis, gets bullied by other Elvis channels and by people on YouTube for the exact reason you have just said. Elvis doesn't need defending. Elvis doesn't need defending. Can anyone say that? Seriously. Can anyone seriously say that? Right. Your living room in a mansion with the best looking man, and yet you still wasn't happy. Yeah. Hi, Martha. Priscilla was a snake. If a snake bites you, yes, you get away, but the poison is already in. And when you think about it and what she's done, she bit him and poisoned him. But again, as Louis said, it goes one step further. She continues to spread the poison even now. Thank you, Liam. Do you know what? I reckon we've been defending properly for about a year now. And unfortunately, the longer we have defended, the worse it has got in the way of finding out even more lies. I feel that we at Team Elvis are starting to understand Priscilla's very clever, conniving way of trashing Elvis in a subtle way. She's very clever. She can trash Elvis in a way where the public feel that she's praising him. You get it? She can trash Elvis, but then a normal, a person watching, whether it's on the news or a biography or a documentary or an interview, will think, oh, she still loves him. She still loves Elvis. He's the love of her life. She just wants to be buried next to her husband. You see what I mean? She's trashing him, but conning the public. Priscilla is conning the public. Anyone with half an ounce of intelligence knows that you don't get buried next to your husband that you were unfaithful to, that you divorced 50 years ago. Yeah, more than 50 years ago. The whole thing is a scam. Yeah, Elaine says she'd like to hear Jerry's opinion on Lisa's book. Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice? Jerry Schilling, who keeps telling us that he truly loves Elvis because Elvis bought him a house. Wouldn't it be nice to see Jerry Schilling defend Lisa, defend her book, expose Priscilla? Wouldn't that be nice? I would have liked it if all the Elvis betrayer had admitted that Priscilla wasn't perfect. Yeah. Now look, come on, guys. I say this, I won't whitewash Elvis, but when we really think about it, what did Elvis do wrong to Priscilla? He was unfaithful. Anything else? I repeat, I keep saying this now. What did Elvis do wrong to Priscilla? He was unfaithful. Is there anything else? Come on. Because I'll give you hundreds of good things that he did. I'll give you hundreds of good things that Elvis did. This is the scam. Elvis does one thing wrong. He is treated like he is the devil. Priscilla does hundreds of things wrong. They treat her like she's royalty. They treat her like she's still his wife. They treat her like she has lost her husband. It don't make sense, guys. Don't make sense. Yeah, well, Linda, unfortunately, there's garbage everywhere. It ain't just Facebook. It's all of them. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you name it, YouTube, all of it. Full of crap about Elvis. Full of crap. Full of lies about Priscilla. That's the truth of it. Yes, and we're called the bullies, Louis. It makes me laugh. Karen, the way we have been treated on Defending Elvis is diabolical. But we're still here. We're still here. Right. Deborah, 100% Karen, we are called the bullying. I've got a big shoulder. Let them call me names. I will stand and defend. Yeah, come on. No matter what's gone on with our channel, I still hold my head up high. I still hold up my head up high because I know we're on the right side. We are on the right side of justice for Elvis and Lisa. And even now, Riley, Finley and Harper. So I got nothing to be worried about. Nothing. We do defend Elvis and Lisa and the bloodline. We do it. We do it every day. Yeah, Karen says it then. Priscilla and Jerry would have nothing if it wasn't for Elvis. It's true, Kate, you're right. No one would know who they are. Jerry wouldn't be managing the Beach Boys if he hadn't have been one of Elvis's staff. Yeah? The following that Priscilla is very odd. Yeah, the way that Priscilla gets treated like Elvis, applauded wherever she goes, she gets standing ovations. I just watched a load of videos in, there's that billionaire that she followed around that invited her. I forget his name. He's like 91 years old, yeah? And he invites a different celebrity every year. Last year, he invited Priscilla, yeah? Do you see the way she gets treated? She literally got treated as if she was the queen. She could have been the queen. The way that woman was treated a year ago by the billionaire. It's unbelievable. Remember, the ex-wife that was unfaithful to Elvis. She was treated as if she was Elvis. Go and watch it on YouTube, guys. Shocking. It's shocking how she was treated by the billionaire. And obviously, he has a massive following. You guys will know who I'm talking about. Crazy. Jerry isn't ever going to step out. No, he's not going. Deborah, you're right. He's not going to. He's not going to. If Priscilla cares like she says, why even say one negative thing about Elvis? No one has forced her to say anything. She's so fake. It's incredible. Most people have not called her out. Yeah, that's Dan. Thank you. Right. So guys, I'm running out of time. So what we're going to do, we are going to do a dog walk. we're going to carry this on, part 2. And we're going to do, I'll be 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, guys? Going to get the dogs on their leads. And we're going to carry this on. Thank you for joining me. It's nice and sunny. Let's get a bit more of a tan. Get a bit of sunshine on us. So I'll catch you on the dog walks in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, okay? 3 minutes, part 2, dog walk. Defending Elvis Presley. Okay, guys? Elaine, thank you for everything. And all of you, thank you for joining me. Anyone watching this later, of course, if you like what I do, get us a coffee, send us a super thank you. I do appreciate you guys showing me that you're grateful for what we do. You know, I do put a lot of time into this every day. So you getting me a coffee is very sweet. Guys, part 2 in 3 minutes. See you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. Right, okay, how do we turn it off?